Welcome to San Lando's Sound Waves. I'm Bill Johnson. Today, we're going to be reading from Genesis 6, 1 through 8. When human beings began to increase in the number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord." Our 7-arrow questions for this passage are: what does this passage say? When did this passage mean to its original audience? What does this passage tell us about God? What does this passage tell us about man? What does this passage demand of me? How does this passage change the way I relate to people? And what does this passage prompt me to pray to God? The devotional in this passage reads, "There's a lot in this passage that is hard to understand. It's unclear who the people in the story are and what they are doing. What is clear is that the actions are outside of God's intentions for his world. He has allowed his people to run after the sinful things their hearts love, and the results are stunning." The author of Genesis notes the extent of sin. People are always sinning. Their hearts are continually set on sin. Remember back in Genesis 1, when the author gave us insight into God's assessment of creation? He said his world was good, even very good, but only 6 chapters later, God grieves over his world and is saddened that he made it in the first place. But there's always hope in God's story. This passage ends by introducing Noah, a man who found favor with God and from whom God will continue his mission to save sinners and remake his world. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.